Ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, South.
Here's Ryan to throw. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
That's it. 180.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On second down, here's Mixon. And some room to run now. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, 95 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
51.
Watch the run.
Gun.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
So we got man.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing again. Ryan. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Cincinnati.
On first down, Ryan. He's got it to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They run. Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check. Hey, 59, ready. Ball. Got it. Ready to go.
Now Ryan on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Hey, high 7. Got it.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
21. Check. Hey, exit. Hey, south. Ready, set.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Gun. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's able to find Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Let's
get it.
Mike is 59.
Great.
59. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey!
Mike 5'9".
I'm coming for you, son. Ready?
Newton on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 24.
Now Bernard. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set. Ready? 8. 20.
You better bring it. Watch the safety creep.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
8.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end.
8.
We got 3. Three down. Check nickel. Check 59. I got him. Mike.
Now Joe Mixon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready? Let's get it. Gun.
You ready? 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Echo. Check that. Mike, check.
Third and long, it's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? Let's set, ready? Ready?
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And now look at him go. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
54, south. Hey, shoot. Got. Get up.
Now Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Got. Let him go.
Play action. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's Matt Bosher now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. An NFL update, 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Mike, check. You ain't doing nothing.
Now it's Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Redskins 14, Bengals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up the third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
20.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Great.
On third down, Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that 200-yard mark now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Wrong. It's caught by Funchess. And some Funchess is free. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Devin Funchess, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming this way, here we go, here we go. 59 Mike, 59 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
I got 15. Me. Joker. 59, Sam. Mike 50. Too little, cut. Go, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Hey, check. Mike 50. All day, dog.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. 20. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Bernard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Mixon running right, and that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan. Funches has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ryan now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Protein spill.
Line 54. What we got? What we got? What we got? Check 99. Check 99.
Check 54. South.
Check high.
White. Smooth.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Mixon with a 1st down carry. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gun.
Yo. Yo. Showing up. Kill.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? Look at it.
51. 51.
All day, baby.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
An opening for Chubb on 1st down as he dashes forward for about 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
64.
At the 32-yard line.
39.
Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Chubb. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Redskins 26-yard line.
54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
General West. 51. Got it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Maher is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it. Check, check. 13. Check 13. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Hey, check, check.
I got it. Hey, echo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the...
Hey, Tuesday.
Check the backer.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
First down. You got tight up there. Check 9. Hey, look.
20. 21.
He's back to throw. He's got it to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, quickly.
Watch the run. They're running. Go.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Ryan. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ryan to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. He'll look to throw, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb with 6 seconds remaining as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Marr now to add the extra point. And they have got the lead.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Redskins 27. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones, throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so